and a warm welcome to Red Ice Creations Radio. This is Henrik Palmgren and we are coming to you from Sweden in Scandinavia. And wherever you are, I'm glad you are here and tune in. You're up for an exciting program here today. The website, as you know, is redicecreations.com. News updates, radio archive, member section, newsletter, film forum, and much more. So do check it out. Alright, today our guest on the program is Bruce Lipton, a PhD, lecturer and author of a book called The Biology of Life, Unleashing the Power of Consciousness, Matter and Miracles. And I want to begin here by just reading from the book here. The Biology of Belief is a groundbreaking work in the field of new biology. Author Dr. Bruce Lipton is a former medical school professor and research scientist. His experiments and those of other leading-edge scientists have examined in great detail the mechanisms by which cells receive and process information. The implications of this research radically change our understanding of life. It shows that genes and DNA do not control our biology, that instead DNA is controlled by signals from outside the cell, including the energetic messages that emanating from our positive and negative thoughts. This profoundly hopeful synthesis of the latest and best research in cell biology and quantum physics is being hailed as a major breakthrough, showing that our bodies can be changed as we retrain our thinking. So very exciting indeed. Looking forward to our conversation here today with Dr. Bruce Lipton. The website, by the way, that you should take a look at right away is brucelipton.com. You can find articles, links on how to get his latest books and much more up there. So let's say welcome to Bruce Lipton. Good to have you on the program. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, I so appreciate this. It's just a wonderful time for some new science to come into the world as we face global crises that are forcing us to think differently.
Absolutely. Global crisis. Interesting. What do you mean by that?
Well, we're beginning to recognize that the way we've been living our lives has created profound interruptions in the normal cycles of nature and the cycles of life on this planet. So, for example, it is now recognized in the biological realm that we are experiencing what is referred to as the sixth mass extinction of life on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
There were 5 times in our history where life essentially got wiped out by changes in the environment, usually, well, at least suggested to be caused by things like asteroids or comets hitting the Earth and changing the environment. So that 5 times in our history, life was essentially just almost stopped on this planet and then started all over again, each time bringing in new species and new organisms. Well, what's interesting is science has now recognized that we are not flirting with mass extinction. We are actually deep into the 6th mass extinction to hit this planet.
Really?
It's already been calculated, for example, that within 50 years, and I think 40 years is the point, the fish in the ocean, the food fish, will be fished out. That we've changed the environment so much that we're actually killing the oceans now.
Yeah.
So I think this becomes important for us to recognize that we're facing a crisis in that regard. But what's interesting about the current 6th mass extinction, the 5 previous ones were done by things like extraterrestrial forces, like I said, comets or asteroids.
Mm.
But the one that we're facing right now, scientists have clearly revealed that it's actually resulting from human behavior.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So why this is important is that we are actually causing changes in the planet that are leading to our own extinction.
Would you say that humans are, kind of a part of that extinction as well? Meaning, are we killing off ourselves too?
Absolutely. That we only exist because of the environment and the ecology and biosphere that existed before us. So that our evolution is really based on the evolution of all the organisms that preceded us.
Mm-hmm.
If we destroy that network matrix of life, then we completely destroy the foundation upon which human life is based. So that destroying our world is leading to our own personal destruction.
It's interesting that you mentioned the sixth kind of die-off that is going on. I've heard theories, I guess, expressed that this actually has been going on for many thousands of years, and it feels like kind of what the humans are doing now is kind of just the tip of the iceberg. I'm not sure if that is right. Have you heard about that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's always been extinction, but the rate of extinction, that's what's changing right now.
Mm-hmm.
The rate of extinction is accelerated beyond anything that we've recorded in recent history, so that there is an more active engagement of extinction processes now than there was just a little short time ago. Part of it has to do with the global climate change, of course. That's very critical in all this, and also it's just that the way we have distorted our environment with the concept of like clearing the rainforest, for example. These are very profoundly important for our survival as well as the biosphere. James Lovelock, the scientist from England, came up with a concept called the Gaia hypothesis.
Sure.
And he said that the Earth as a whole unit is a living organism. It has a physiology. The Earth has a breathing and a temperature and a biology to it as well. And what's going on right now is that because of our activities, we are so affecting the planet's physiology that it's hard for the planet to make balance again. And as a result, the shift in the ecological crises that are affecting the seas and the land and the air are pushing us to that extinction faster than ever before. Now, the fact is, yes, there were extinctions, obviously, before humans got here, but the acceleration and the critical nature of its impact upon us has now become more apparent than ever before. It's also very interesting is that the global crises, especially in climate control, we're looking at them and we're saying, oh yeah, things are changing. And what the public is not really aware of, and I think it's because, I'm just saying this offhand, that government or media, whatever it is not really allowing this information to come out, that the situation is actually graver than what the public is even being made aware of, because these changes are accelerating faster than science even anticipated.
So we're in for a lot of trouble. Is that what you're saying here?
Well, yeah, but then there's this old phrase, I guess you would say it, by Albert Einstein. Actually, I even think Ben Franklin from the United States, Benjamin Franklin, also said it. It goes like this: we cannot repair the problems or crises that we face using the same thinking that created those problems. And where this comes into play now is we are trying to use mechanisms at our disposal that we've had for a long time to meet the crises, and yet it's the mechanisms that we're using that created the crises, so we're actually making things worse in our effort to try to make them better using old thinking. And why this is important is that new thinking has come into science within the last 100 years that has not fully made its way into the mainstream population. So, for example,